Are you ready? Aim, fire! I am rock, harder than rock. My heart beats through a steel. Thunder and night.
There's just one more thing. I would like to send you off with my most treasured possession.
She like fucking undoes her bra and takes it out without removing her shirt, and Link is like, whoa!
It's a rather special charm.
Are you sure, Princess? The royal family has kept that safe for untold generations.
Shut up. I'm sorry, you're the princess? I don't think so. You're just a lady. Please tell Sesasura everything that you saw.
Yo, she fucking took off her bra. All right.
No, it wasn't like this. It was like, bam, you know what I'm saying? It just came right off.
Her titties were like, blah!
Damn, you should have seen it, a hospital traveler. I wish I could.
Yeah, I'm very old. Thanks for reminding me of the bygone days when I could fuck.
He like brings her back. It brings him back to the. Yo, do that thing you did with the bra for him.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to another episode of the Brony Show, 398. I am your melting host, ready to send a rocket to the sun, or at least I would think about setting fire to the sun if it would actually do anything at this point, except probably make it hotter, which would be counterproductive. But I am your host nonetheless, here to think about setting fire to the sun. I am Circuit Main. I'm also joined by my wonderful cavalcade of co-hosts who will probably carry the show more than I will this week. We are joined by Deathlight Productions.
It's not that hot. It's only like 85 degrees outside, Fahrenheit.
I melt like a stick of butter, and I have several layers of whale blubber on me.
Yeah.
I could survive in the coldest of winters, but the moment anything is above 80 degrees, my life sucks. But yeah, I do agree. It's at least not in the 90s yet.
That's next week. That's what the news said for me.
It's not next week. That's tomorrow.
Ah!
Well, at least for me, it's tomorrow. Well, close enough. It's going up and down, but it's going to stay up either way. And we also have Tech Stallion.
Fuck summer. It got to 93 for cold, and it's still 89 here.
We're also joined by Toaster.
You do realize I have been playing Happy Me Having Pride and disregarding it and sad for the past 10 minutes because of that toasted comment?
Nope. Honestly, I thought your mic was muted or it wasn't working properly, so I just wanted to see how long it would go that way.
Ha! I at least go on command, Mr. I want to make my robot into a toaster.
So apparently, another way of irritating Toa is to basically talk about making him into a toaster. And we also
get tired of it.
And we have Suki of the Otaku Ascended.
It rained here, so it was only in the 70s. Hooray!
Yeah, it also rained in my area, but that's after we had like 90 degrees for a week, almost 100 at some point.
Okay,
it's almost like he thinks. It's almost like he thinks every introduction is his own.
I know, right?
It rained like almost all last week here, and then it rained last night, and then it soared up to 85 here. So it was a humid heat. It sucked.
Anyway, Circuit, get on with the show. I'm going back to Helltaker form.
Okay.
Nice. It is abundant. I've seen plenty.
Right. Well, this is the Brony Show where we just edge on that without actually showing anything. However, in this
Unlike
case,
my stream on Saturday.
unlike your stream, but you're
Yeah.
welcome to do whatever the hell you want on your stream.
No. It was actually by accident. I was literally just sitting there, and I was like, "Oh, hey, somebody else is joining me in the room. I should change screens that I'm playing this on, so they can watch better." And I forgot I was still in our not safe for work section of my Discord server when I moved Discord onto the screen that was being shown.
Oof.
Yeah, that video on demand is not on Twitch right now, but I have it saved because I'm kind of thinking of cutting out my Hell Taker run and actually putting it up on YouTube.
You probably did better than I did.
What you do, just own it. Like, yep, that's a thing.
Yeah, I immediately said, "Well, this VOD's not staying on the website."
Yep.
Crap, evidence. Must delete the evidence. Alright, well, speaking of risque things, today's show, we initially were going to be going into Second Life to show off the convention area that they built for the Second Life PonyCon that they're running all month. It's about the halfway point. I was able to check it out. It looked really awesome. Everything looked good. I reached out to a lot of you to let you know what my plan was, so many of you could join me. And unfortunately, only a few people really responded to it. Then I realized that Second Life wasn't exactly shown on a lot of Twitch channels and got me curious. So I decided to take a look, and apparently Twitch has a ban on Second Life because it does.
Why?
Because it has user-created content that can be an adult in nature, and they do not have a policy against it. Which ironically means that's why VR chat is able to be there, but Second Life is not. Granted, it doesn't stop people, but it's as long as it's not, as long as it's against the policy, it gets into semantics and all that fun stuff there. So ultimately, I decided that for the live stream, we'll need to cut it. I still plan on going into Second Life with a group of people, whoever is willing to join me in the expedition, and record the actual convention area just so that we can showcase it on the Brony Show site on YouTube, because it is okay to do it on YouTube. You can actually stream it on YouTube, and you can put Second Life videos on YouTube. Go figure.
That's a little bit depressing when you think about it.
Some stuff on YouTube that, yeah.
So essentially, yeah, we're scrapping Second Life, the whole Second Life thing altogether, at least for tonight, and for any streams, to be blunt. So unfortunately, we scrapped it rather late, probably about an hour ago. So with a combination of that, several other outside factors, and the heat, I don't know what we want to do. So, admittedly, this is why the show is doing something else. This is why we have literally titled the show today, Doing Something Else. So, I did manage to get my addled brain to work for just a little bit. And I have two ideas. Actually, I could stream it on Discord, and I probably will stream it on Discord. That's not going to be a problem, and that's entirely plausible. That's not what we're going to be doing, though, for obvious reasons. No. But just for the stream here, for tonight, for right now. So I have two options available to me. I know Pony Life. Pony Life. No, there is Pony Life. But we'll get to that.
Later.
Yes. But no, Pony Town, the web browser online chat, which also has a bit of somewhat robust house building area, has received a lot of updates since the last time we've been there, including a lot more house building materials. And I figured, why not go revisit it and see if we could build the Brony Show bar in the Second Life party house. And also maybe just go and explore around for giggles.
I'm
The
down
o-
with the giggle.
The other option that was given to me by Cole was, hey, I have a bunch of images. Let's go on Tabletop Simulator, put them in a puzzle, and just have fun with it. I'm not sure I could do that animated image, though, Cole, if you can hear me.
Why not? Sounds amazing. Sounds like a giant headache.
Right? It sounds amazing, but I'm not sure that. I would love to be able to do animated GIFs as puzzles. That would be so hilariously awesome. I would love the hell out of it. Is it possible to do that?
I also think, unfortunately, I don't think the puzzle feature of Tabletop Sim allows holographic images to,
Well, not holographic. I'm talking about animated.
Well, you know what I mean, though.
I know what you mean, but... Okay. Oh, he can hear me. Hi, Coal Dust. So, at the moment, those are the two options that I have decided to present. And I wanted to give the chat the chance to voice their opinions. So, that's what I'm going to do, chat. I ask you, what shall we do tonight? Gee, chat, what are we going to do tonight?
Same thing we do every night, Suckett. Try and have fun.
Try to take over the world.
So, in the chat room, do you want us to A, do a puzzle? If we do a puzzle, we will open up as many Tabletop Simulator spots as possible, allowing anybody who wants to join. And of course, as we're doing the puzzle, we'll regale you with tales of insanity and silliness. And the other option, of course, Pony Town. Once again, we will let everybody who wants to join in, and we will go ahead and have fun trying initially with the idea of building a bar, but I bet money that we'll end up building something ridiculous and stupid. Either case,
we have two for puzzle.
So basically, puzzle. We got one for puzzle, but those are the options I want to present to the chat room: puzzle or Ponytown. That also includes my panelists here. I'm the only one that's abstaining the vote because I'm the one that's bringing the options.
Broadway, Bob Ross, Milkman.
Joel, what the hell?
That sounds like some...
It's not the challenge of the week yet, my man. That's a little bit later, okay?
Okay, so chat room, both chat rooms, all chat rooms, Twitch, Twitter, YouTube, whatever you got. Well, not Twitter. Please don't do Twitter. I'm probably not going to see that.
No Twitter.
Yeah.
Whatever we do tonight, it's up to you.
Yeah, the only reason I wouldn't throw out Cards Against Humanity, I like to set that up ahead of time so we have plenty of Brony prompts, and that usually takes me at least a good 10 to 15 minutes.
I'm down for doing Ponytown because we haven't done that in a while. We've done Puzzle very recently.
But those are so relaxing.
Exactly. And it's kind of a heat situation. It's mostly a heat situation. Right now, the heat is probably taking to a good chunk of us, at least. Some of us are fine because we got rain and we're to the east or the Midlands
or north.
Live taste test of things in Coal Dust. I'm doing that right now every single day. I'm taking whatever that crap I got in my cupboards, eating it, and hoping I don't get sick. How's that for a taste test? Actually,
sounds normal to me.
Actually, yeah, it is pretty normal. It's a good thing I got a lot of potatoes too.
Well, I am down for doing Ponytown just because we haven't done that in a few months.
Okay, so we got one for Ponytown, one for disabling my toaster. I am not disabling that toaster. I had to super glue the lever back onto the toaster because I had to be hoity-toity and get one of those damn toasters that actually can toast the giant slices of artisan bread from a freaking bakery. Because why? Because I figured, let's get some fresh bread from a bakery that's in a big giant circle that can't fit in any realistic toaster. And you can't, it doesn't even work with sandwiches. The slices are so small at the same time as being so long. How does that make toast? How does that make bread? It's just eating bread. How do you just have eating bread? It's supposed to be... Yeah, I know there is such a thing as eating bread, and I'm just having
boss, that's why there's a toaster oven.
Oh, toasters, toast. Great. Okay, you know what? We're just going to make the Toast Brony show now. We're just going to talk about toasters for the next 40 minutes. Forget Ponytown, forget the puzzles. We'll just talk about toast for the next 30 and 40 minutes.
Now we need to get like 100 things of toast, butter them, and see which one flips more often.
You know what?
Is
No,
butter
let's have
side
fun.
up, butter side down.
No, let's have fun with this
Down.
one.
We know this.
No, how about this one? Now, we already know the fact that toasters don't exist in Ponyville outside of a certain Draconequist's house. But Sweetie Belle explicitly stated that she made toast, quote unquote, for Verity for breakfast.
And yet,
So the question is, how?
You can toast bread in the oven.
But it's
I'm
not.
about to say the poor man's way of toasting things. Turning your griddle on and flipping it with butter already on there.
True, but we could also be more imaginative. We could say that she went over to Twilight's house and had Spike breathe on it.
Or so.
Yeah, see?
Definitely good.
Operation Sweetie Toast Pigs. Okay. I'm not sure I want to know. We have gone to the toast side. Okay, you know what? I'll go ahead and make a judgment call here then. Let's do the coal dust. Toast pictures. Pony toast pictures.
Right.
We're gonna get let's get a bunch of pictures with ponies and toast. We're gonna do puzzles of those, and we're just gonna talk about toast the whole damn time.
Circuit. Do you want me to just kind of like send you what I have so far for the Operation Sweetie Toast? Which, by the way, I should mention that Operation Sweetie Toast is still in full effect. I've commissioned 3 artists that will be delivering me art over the coming weeks, so it is in full effect. It is in motion. Wheels are in motion.
Operation Sweetie Toast. Operation Sweetie Toast is actually art.
Operation Sweetie Toast is my secret plan to, well, I say secret plan as I'm announcing it over a live stream.
Don't tell anyone, especially the audience.
Anyways, Operation Sweetie Toast is my secret plan that I have been doing to commission artists to draw Sweetie Belle making toast without a toaster.
I can't believe I hit the nail on such a head. You know what?
I've been doing this for a long time, Sergey.
Yeah, you
know what?
Not notice.
I don't notice a lot of things.
Okay, Circuit. Do you want me to DM these to you so that way you can share them on stream?
Well, we could do that, or we could put them into a puzzle and put them together as we talk toast.
The problem is,
do they not quite fit?
Yeah, some of them do, but some of them don't.
All right.
But at any rate,
okay. How about we do a mix? How about do a mix?
Okay.
Get some toast and pony pictures. I'll also get the Operation Sweetie Belle posts, and we'll put those up while we're in the middle of the puzzle and talk toast. Literally, the entire show will be about talking toast.
All right.
Are we all good with that? Everybody down with this? You all get that? All right, then. So I guess we got a plan. So, well, now that we have a plan out of nowhere, just because for some reason we got completely stuck on toast, let's go ahead and start up as we normally do by going a little bit with What's Up, Brony? So, what's up, Bronies?
I think we gave up Pete.
Well, if you look over in the lounge, you got to see what I did this weekend.
Aside from pulling out a motor, engine.
I think that's exactly what he's talking about.
Believe it or not, I was at my workplace for 12 hours that day.
I can believe it.
I believe
it. Only took me from 7:30 till about 3 to get that engine out. Then I was helping somebody else assemble a vehicle too while I was there.
Oh God, what floodgates have I opened?
So
I sent them all to you at once.
You opened. You know it.
Wait,
also,
all of these are commission. These are all commission picks.
Almost all. Some of them were just like, I have like 3 that were randomly given to me by people who are supporting the cause.
Okay. Well, all right. Okay, I got the pictures, and do you got any images that we could use for the puzzle while we show this off?
Oh, actually, yes. If you look into the other chat, the other one, they're just random pictures that would make great puzzles.
You know, I'll go with that.
Yeah.
I wanted to tell you a theme of complete and endless toast, but we'll go ahead and do that. But yeah, let's show
I can
off.
look back through. Hang on. Let me look through my Derpy Boru favorites / toaster.
All right, while we're doing that, here is the engine that from Deathlight.
Also, something that I have asked myself: has there been any Sweetie Bot as a toaster?
Probably so. But the kind of cool thing about that engine is a lot of people really like it because it's a 1.9 liter diesel engine. And diesels are fantastic for one thing, and it's torque. So what a lot of people love to do is put those little tiny engines inside their 4x4s and go off-roading with them. And that thing has no issue moving these giant 35 inch to 40s tires. And when they're off-roading, they say, yeah, I get about 20 to 30 miles per gallon while off-roading.
Nice.
Where it's generally, when you see those things, you're like, they're getting about 10 miles per gallon. So I know this because I got a vehicle with 33s for the tires, and it gets 10 miles per gallon. It sucks.
All right, so Coldust has to restart his computer for a bit, so we'll probably not get the puzzle pictures for a little bit, which is fine because we still got plenty to do here. But what that is, yeah, that looks like a beefy engine, man. I wouldn't want to. Well, I would want to mess with it, but at the same time, I wouldn't.
It's just a 4-cylinder. It's small. It's a little tiny engine, like barely even 600 pounds, I want to say.
Okay, I have absolutely no concept of engines, and I know computers better than I know mechanical construction. I confess, I know nothing of engines. It just looks powerful to me because I have no concept.
But it still looks awesome. Trying to remember here, like 300 foot-pounds of torque on the low end, and 150 horsepower, and like golfs and stuff. But
nice.
It's all an upgrade from my original engine because the engine that I currently have in there in my truck is just the 2.2 liter 4-banger from Chevy, and that thing barely gets out of its own way, to put it lightly. So.
Okay, and while the chat is apparently lemming themselves to death, and I can't blame them. That is a lemming pick. Anybody else have another What's Up Brony going on? All right. Well, I'll go ahead and do a little bit of What's Up Brony with me, and it kind of ties into show news here. So, as some of you may have noticed, where you can probably see Twitch again on the Brony Show site. Needless to say, I basically had to spend about 3 hours relearning some HTML, as well as learning a bit about securing websites, redirecting GoDaddy, along with a bunch of other things, and it was a nightmare. But I did get it figured out for the most part. Apparently, the pop-out link doesn't quite work, which we're probably going to have to take a look at, but that's another case. The embed works, so you can actually watch the Twitch on Brony Show now. So I'm taking it. It's a victory. Yeah.
It turned my brain to mush for a bit, and I still have no idea what I did.
I kind of figured out what happened, and it's the same time. Basically, let's just say that Twitch finally started to enforce a policy that it said it was going to enforce 5-6 months ago, and at the same time, our previous webmaster set some things up which wasn't cataloged anywhere, and without that knowledge, it made things difficult. Let's just say a lot of derping. It was a lot of talking. But anyway, that's enough of that. Let's go ahead and talk about news. First off, online conventions. As we mentioned, right now, the Second Life PonyCon is still going on as we speak. So we are not going to be able to show it off on the show today, but if you are still curious and want to check it out, it's still going on for another week and a half, and it is really interesting and worth your while to check it. Believe me, it's actually a lot of fun, and they do keep it moderated, so you shouldn't run across any adult content unless you want to, outside of trolls and random stupidity. And every day I'm always seeing another panel that they have going on. So they do have consistent panels going. Granted, it's only 2 or 3 a day, but that's still not bad. In fact, that's pretty reasonable at times. The next online convention that's also happening is Burning Mare 2 Electric Scootaloo. The music
I knew that was coming.
It was coming, and it's coming this weekend. The online Pony Music Festival is set to start June 27th. At the end of the week on Saturday and rock on until the 28th. So if you want to hear a bunch of Brony music, maybe give a little bit to charity and just have a lot of fun, Burning Mare 2 Electric Scootaloo will be there to give you all of the fun. I recommend checking it out. I had a lot of fun with the first one, what little I got to listen to it, because unfortunately things happened. But it's still awesome, regardless. And of course, a reminder that in about a month, Ponyfest 4.0 will happen. And I think I heard that another convention was going online for the year, but I forget which one. Hold on, let me reach out to somebody here real fast. It's good to know. Ow, that hurt. Okay, I'll get back to that in a bit, but those are the online cons that we know of so far. Let's go ahead and go into the news. Starting off with a site warning. Pony Life has unofficially, I don't know how you want to quite describe.
Treehouse Canada has aired the first 2 half hours.
Exactly. Well, no, first half hour. It's 2 episodes that are about 8 minutes long.
But they're part 1 and part 2.
Yep. Well, they're part 1, part 2, but they're the parts that coincide with the whole. It's kind of the whole. It's the same thing that Teen Titans Go does with 2 episodes per 30-minute slot.
That's what I meant.
Sorry.
Because Princess Probs was part 1 and part 2 of a half hour, and then the Best of the Worst was a part 1 and part 2 of its own half hour.
No. Are you saying that they have their own separate half hours, or are they both part of the same?
Because Princess Probs was part 1 and part 2 of the same episode. Let me double check something, because it's probably on YouTube.
Right. Okay. As for the online conventions, Winnie City is also having an online con, July 3rd to 5th. And also, don't forget LooneyCon, which is going to be mid-July. That is animation.
I thought Winnie City was doing in person.
Nope. They decided to do an online con, I believe. Let me double check this. Let's see. Online cosplay contest. Winnie City PonyCon online. Yeah.
I almost see Ponyville Cider Fest doing the same thing if this continues.
Right now, Ponyville Cider Fest still has, hopefully it doesn't continue that long, but it is still at the moment set to happen. But they have scaled things back, so they're not doing the big cosplay event that they were going to do. They're just doing the convention itself, which makes sense, and I get that.
Okay.
Oh, yeah. Yep. July 3rd to 5th online, powered by Ponyfest. So, wow, Ponyfest is really helping a lot of conventions go online this year.
And holy crap, those episodes were shorter than I thought they were. Just apparently, yeah, they literally split themselves into part 1 and part 2. But if they're only 15 minutes long, what the fuck?
Right, that's what it's kind of weird.
Because according to PonyTube, the season 1, episode 1, episode 2, which is Princess Proud part 1 and part 2, is like 11 minutes long. I'm like, what? Why even call it? I guess they're accounting for an ad break in the middle of it.
Could be.
Or they just call it part 1 and part 2 just to make it easier on split. Whatever.
Well, I think this is how they're going to release it on YouTube eventually.
Yeah, it's like
it's a perfect YouTube split. It's like a 5-minute YouTube split, so you put part 1 up on the YouTube, part 2 up on another YouTube. It's a perfect YouTube split, which I could easily see them doing.
Yeah, but most of the time they do on YouTube now 10 minutes because of the advertisement and monetization thing. But
yeah, well, that could also be the case too. But in any regard, that right now, Pony Life has officially been released in Treehouse Canada, but that also means that it is out and about. It has not an official U.S. release yet, so we're holding off on talking about it extensively until such time it does come out to the U.S. However, the normal spoiler rules apply. Please keep all talk of Pony Life in the spoiler chat until the Monday after the U.S. premiere.
Okay. Well, you want my opinion? I really don't think there's anything to spoil here.
No, there's not much. In all honesty, there's nothing really deep. It's not a heavy story. It's I think I've seen it described it's kind of described as basically a better Teen Titans Go, which is ironic, but I'll take it.
My opinion, and I'm obviously doing it as much without spoiling if you're really going for that.
Well, just not to spoil too much, even though it's stupid.
Yeah.
But, yeah.
My opinion is that it kind of feels like they're trying too hard at quite a bit of the time.
Oh no, yeah. It feels like they're just throwing everything to the wall. It's amazing. There's but here's the thing. Once again, it is kind of like Teen Titans Go for me. There is good stuff in it. There's absolutely good things. There's actually a few good quality jokes that go along the way. It's just that, if you are hardcore into Friends of His Magic and you hardcore, you make up all that hardcore lore and things like that, everything for Friends of His Magic, stay the hell away from this show. It's going to do is piss you off. Unless you're able to differentiate it. I'm basically going with the idea Pony Life is alternate universe. Point blank.
Yep.
It is an alternate universe take. It's the same as basically a cleaned up version of an abridged series, if you really want to, as one way to think of it.
Or technically, a quarter goes is an alternate universe that crosses over with the main universe.
Okay, no, now you're making it complicated. Just say alternate universe, man.
Yeah, but I will say this: Princess Probs was okay. I did not care for the best of the worst episode, but I get this feeling once again. It's like Teen Titans Go in that matter. I can watch 3 or 4 episodes of Teen Titans Go and only like one of the 4.
I don't know. I kind of thought the laser eye things was kind of funny.
Yeah. That I like I said, there was a few things.
Yeah.
But that to me, that it's one of those situations where one joke didn't save the episode.
It's junk TV. It's literally junk TV. So you could probably just watch it, maybe get a laugh or two, and that's it. I don't expect people to be writing entire synopses on how the show changed their life or the deeper meaning behind the story.
That's actually a good way to put it. Okay, when you're going into it, hey, shut up. When you're going into it, turn your brain off.
Don't take the show too seriously.
Alternate universe, turn your brain off. That's it. Don't deep think it. It's a shallow kiddie pool, literally.
Don't go for a deep dive.
But I will. Okay, you know what? It's not a spoiler, but I will say one last thing. That's actually the last thing. They managed to make Foles even creepier.
Oh God!
Even worse than 3.5.
Yeah.
Oh.
No, I'm kidding. Not that kind of creepy.
Like okay, like I just wanted to like burn that hole off my screen. I wanted to burn it.
Got
I
it.
am
So I
back.
need to get printouts of these so that I can just put them around everywhere.
Yeah.
I will find where you live and sticky note everything.
Look, all I'm going to say though, just the last thing before we move on here, I'm just really, really glad it didn't turn up to be the worst case scenario on this. That is the one thing.
How you doing?
That is the one thing I was terrified of. Worst case scenario, and it did not happen. That it makes me so stupidly happy. It was not worst case.
But
they're looking for-
we've only seen 2 episodes. There's still more.
Dude, we've seen 2 episodes, and that was their chance to show horrible animation. There was a chance to show hackneyed jokes. It was a chance to show that they could have completely botched everything, but they did okay. Granted, the rest of the episodes will probably be okay. I don't think they're going, like I said, it's turn off your brain entertainment, but that's better than try and get the vomit bucket entertainment.
So it's distraction and nothing more.
Yes. Let's go ahead and move on here. We talked enough of this. Windy City.
I'm back. What are we talking about?
We were talking about Don't Spoil Pony Life until it officially comes out in the US, so there's not much to spoil.
Okay.
It's literally
wait, I didn't realize that any of it released yet.
So
All I
they
saw
got
were
me.
like promos.
Canada Treehouse got it a few days ago. You can actually find it online if you look.
Yeah.
Just like old times.
I know, right? It feels just like old times.
Also, good thing is from all this we get more voice cuts from the actresses.
Actually, they don't sound like the same actresses. It sounds like somebody doing a voice of the actress.
Are you sure about that?
I know. I'm not.
Right
I am really.
Promos.
I am not.
Well, I
sure.
can tell you that
Hold on, I can figure this out with Wikipedia.
To the wiki.
While they're doing
like
that, let's go ahead and actually get into the actual news here. First off,
I could have told you that the lady that played Twilight is not around for Pony Life.
yeah. But let's get into this real fast here. First off, there is one thing I'm really happy about because of Pony Life. Silverquill is doing his Pinkie Pie Says Goodnight series again for a little while. Seriously, nice. I love these comics. They're hilarious, they're fun, they're silly. It's just fun to see the different vectors and different little plot points happening. I mean,
for all the characters, at least the main ones, Tara, Ashley, Andrea, Tabitha, Kathy, and Nicole are in Pony Life.
Okay, I guess that's weird. Why does the voicing sound so off then? Maybe it's me.
Could be how they filter it. But...
It could have been how they filtered, or maybe it's just where the Treehouse video kind of.
Maybe you're weird. Just expecting so much, and you just really want to be disappointed, Circuit.
I honestly don't. I did not want to be disappointed.
You know, Circuit. It could also be just the mood of the show. It could be that the way they play the characters comes off a little bit different, and maybe it's affected like pitch and maybe it's affected a little bit like pitch and things like that because. You know, even if you think about your normal voice, like me talking to one right now, if I get really excited, I go up a little bit in pitch.
Yeah,
like
it's got a point.
Your ideas intrigue me, and I wish to subscribe to your newsletter.
Well,
but let's go ahead.
I can just tell you, generally, if you're talking to somebody you don't know, you instinctively lower your voice to sound more threatening. So. And you don't realize you're doing it until somebody tells you you're doing it. Oh, yeah, I did that again.
Well, anyway, but getting back onto news here real fast. Yeah. Pinkie Pie Says Goodnight. It's back. I'm happy it is. I mean, we got one where Celestia and Chrissy are playing Pinkie's consciousnesses. Good and bad.
Actually, they chose, consciousness chose them, not the other way around.
Oh, let me have this. Damn it. It's still funny regardless. So in any case, we're going to move right along here. So, Second Life. I'm going to say that forever now, aren't I?
Yes, you are.
Source Filmmaker. We haven't talked in a while about new Source Filmmaker figures. But there's one that came out that I think deserves a little bit of a shout out. Babysitter Trixie.
Oh, the things people are going to do.
Yeah.
Yes, basically the pigtails and hoodie Trixie, the best thing ever.
Yes, something that came completely out of the mobile game, which we never would have expected, and has been glorious ever since.
Have you seen what they've been doing with the stuff from this new event?
Can I say no and ignore it?
The first Rainbow Dash outfit, it has art.
Actually, yeah, the first Rainbow Dash outfit isn't bad at all. It has her like a ponytail in the workout outfit.
Yeah, it's cute.
The thing is that unless you're playing the mobile game, you will not know if these are fan-made outfits or official.
Well, if
But
about
the art, or the artists are just eating it up and making a lot of great things from these outfits. It's like the next extension of things until we get more comics.
Yeah. But I could tell exactly when that update happened because I woke up the next morning and there was so much art of Trixie in that hoodie. I'm like, oh, what's happening here? Figured it out pretty quick.
Okay, I'm trying really, really hard to find the Rainbow Dash one. Okay, I guess we'll have to go with the one that shows off that butt. There we go. Yeah, this is the Rainbow.
Show off the butt. Come on, those are tight pants. How can you not show off the butt?
Okay.
You got it. You're obligated to.
We're giving you that butt.
What fandom are you thinking we are?
We're gonna go ahead and move on at this point. But yeah, the mobile games have gotten interesting, and I'm definitely eating it up. Speaking
it's getting to the point where it's actually starting to lag on Ponyville for me, so I need a new phone.
It's getting a little laggy on me too, but I don't know if that's just my phone. But speaking of Pony Life, Lauren Faust actually did get a script of some of the Pony Life episodes, and she thought all was well until she FaceTimes the other ponies on her tablet. Which, yeah, that she had later clarified that it wasn't judging. It just surprised to see something like that on a show.
Well,
yes.
But she hasn't seen it. She can't really form an opinion. She thinks the characters look cute, though. The character design is really good. I'll give her that. There are cute chibi-fied pony versions of themselves. And it's also the fact that we literally see a FaceTiming pony, which I figure alternate dimension. Just go with it. Put it in the alternate dimension route, and I'll be fine.
Basically, it's okay. This is one once again, yeah, alternate universe, because it's one of those shows where they essentially, it's going to be one of those things where if there are rules, they are very lax as far as like what these characters can do. So it's not like
Sorry.
I mean, I just want to point out that like nobody really cared whenever people did that in Bannon. So
yeah.
Like,
it's probably because Fanon isn't an official
the
source.
show that's not the show is not, or Pony Life isn't really supposed to be in the same realm as the show. So I'm just looking at it like it would any Fanon thing. It's like, hey,
exactly.
They're having fun with it. It's good.
Yeah.
It looks all right.
Shut off your brain. Have a laugh. Don't worry too much about it. But that's enough of Pony Life. Literally, I think that was all of that we had for Pony Life. So let's move on. So, you want to know the entire timeline of MLP Friendship is Magic universe. Somebody has spent an entire time getting the timeline together and putting a 55-minute video together. We're going to go ahead and watch this now. So everybody get the next 55. I'm kidding.
Oh man, what? No, you can't just do that. We're watching it now. I don't care.
Second, you joke, but remember, who do you have this call right now?
We're moving on here. But if you really want to know how the timeline fits and everything, and also maybe even get an idea of where some people are putting some events, the official 100% Pony Friendship is Magic, well, official, unofficial, because it's actually somebody's creation. And until they actually come out with a book that says otherwise, this can't be considered a canon timeline, or at least a headcanon one. The timeline is there, so you at least can see all of the events that led to this, that, and the other. Maybe even see some things you missed.
Show notes.
It is.
It is in the show notes.
I did not see it. Ah, there it is.
Yeah.
I will have fun looking at that later.
The complete history of My Little Pony Friendship is magic, and it's only an hour long. Meanwhile, look at My Name is Bife on Destiny, and that's a 4-hour complete lore of Destiny.
I don't even want to think of that. So instead, we're gonna
lore in.
Looks over at Warhammer. You know what? I'm not even gonna bother.
So just to follow up on
article and goes, yeah, you can do with.
So let's see. XC1. What? Oh, sorry. Okay, moving on. I'm following up on Cloud at the Conquest's information from last week. Legends of Equestria has released an update that expands on farming and mining, allowing you to level up farming and mining skills as well as put farming and mining into more of an effect in the game. And that's about it. Something to check out.
Downside I believe was you can't really fly well as Pegasi at the moment.
Well, there was they did a stamina thing with Pegasi, but it just means that they can't go flying 1,000 miles away without some sort of effect, which makes sense. You know, you got to rest at some point. So, who wants to color their favorite ponies in a tablet or phone? Well, Color My Little Pony Color My World game has been revealed on Google Play for Apple and iOS. What? Apple and iOS, whatever. For all mobile devices. It's for mobile devices. Of course, the concept is as simple as you come. You get a black and white page. You get a bunch of colors at the bottom of the screen. You literally click on a button, click on an image, and it paints it in. So
it's color by number.
It's essentially color by number, and there's no way you can go outside the lines. Oh, hey! Okay, that's a little cool. Apparently, you're building a museum of friendship with the app.
Okay, that's actually kind of neat.
It's an interesting idea.
It's made by the same guys that did Pocket Ponies, so yeah, that kind of styling for the overworld makes sense.
All right, and finally, last little bit of news. And it's Pony Life. Yeah, sure, why not? So Pony Life has character promos appearing on YouTube. I decided not to put these in the video segment because there's 5 of them. They would take up maybe about 3 minutes, but at the same time, I'm also paranoid that Hasbro will come with the mighty hammer of "we hate you," even though it's our content. So yeah, if you want to check them out, Fluttershy, Rarity, Rainbow Dash, Pinkie Pie, and Twily are all there, so you can see little promos of each of them and their Pony Life shenanigans. Of course, that's also it's also a good way to get a look at the animation that is going to be happening, as well as the voice acting, the movements, all that fun stuff. No, honestly, it does give you a better taste of what it is outside of that stupid commercial that was painful as hell.
I'll say it once and I'll say it again.
It wasn't painful.
It felt like an acid trip.
You mean the toy commercial?
Yeah, the toy commercial with the spazzing Pinkie Pie.
I've seen the trailer that came out, and it's actually decent and doesn't make me want to kill things.
Yeah, the trailer and the character promos are actually really decent. They're not great, but they give you a good idea of what to expect, and it's better than what we were expecting. Of course, Rainbow Dash still looks weird with the punk hairstyle going on, but I'm going to leave that alone. That's my opinion. Weird. It's not a bad weird. It's just weird. It's weird.
In all honesty, punk Rainbow Dash has always been a thing.
All right, and with that, we're going to go to the challenge of the week, which, as the previous week, it was artist training ground prompts.
How many of you remembered to add cookies? Because I forgot to change things.
I didn't add any cookies because I didn't forget the cookies. I just forgot that there were cookies to begin with in the second time. So I didn't forget the cookies. I just forgot the cookies.
Well, the cookies were there from the one last week. I just never updated the things on the site because it was still just keeping with the prompts. So I just left the cookies there because yes, cookies.
All right.
Cookies.
All right, and I'm going and just checking out a few things here. I think it was just me and Toa that actually did arting for that entire week though, just for the prompts. So unfortunately, we're just gonna do a quick showcase of mine and his work because
does that mean we got no cookies at all?
No cookies, but
then I rescind any rewards.
However, we did get a few fun things that I think some people will enjoy. So choosing 3 of my favorites. I got back in contact with Hypermark because of the website issues, and I decided, hey, I should do an art of him while I'm at it. So I drew Hypermark and his wonderful wings and based it off the legend of Icarus. I'm just going to let the rest write itself at that point.
The Burning Boy.
The Burning Boy. Toa, while I'm doing this, you might want to quickly go through your...
I'm getting it.
Okay. Second one I choose is a good friend.
All right, Hyper gave a thought about that.
Yeah.
He posted it.
Yeah, it's like that's what I get for making my wings out of magnesium.
Yeah.
That was a nice thought. Second one was Crimson the Wolf. I wanted to actually have him time traveling with him and a griffin form of his that he created, but I didn't have time. So I decided to take a Bill and Ted reference, and here is Crimson the Wolf time traveling through a phone booth. Excellent.
I don't think you got the pronunciation of that right.
Excellent.
How did I? What you mean? Do you mean the pronunciation or the screaming?
The screaming and getting it excellent.
Excellent party time. Now the third one, I gotta admit, the third one I'm horribly tempted to choose the D-pad one that I drew because I thought that was hilarious. But I am kind of also a little proud of this one that I did earlier today of Blanked and his shadow, making up for one that I did earlier during the things because I kind of phoned in his last one. And his shadow is basically doing death-defying stunts to be an escape artist, which is kind of impossible for a shadow because shadows can't get hurt. So yeah, that was my joke there. The shadow was trying to be death-defying. So,
okay.
Toakoi.
So for mine, I would do the 14. I put the link to the gallery so you can just hop there.
The 14th?
Yep.
Okay, so 14th, we have a nursery rhyme.
It's based on Monday's Child.
I've never heard of that.
It's fair face, Tuesday's child full of grace, Wednesday's child full of woe, Thursday's child far to go, Friday's child has love and giving, Saturday's child works hard for a living.
It sounds like a rock song, and I almost feel depressed. Actually, it also sounds like the typical emotions of a work week.
That just sounds like a work week. I don't know what you're talking about.
In either case, that's fair enough. And the second one?
I would then do 17 and 18 because they go together.
All right, so 17 supernatural, a bunch of spindly some tendrils, entropy tendrils are coming around, and Toakoi is apparently attacking supernatural tendrils with an axe.
And then 18 happens.
Which is pretty much as what you would expect for supernatural tendrils being attacked with an axe would go.
And the latest one that I did is basically you running out a brick wall and somehow it's making a shape of you.
I'm more curious what happened to my horn.
You were burrowing head first, your ears were up straight.
I'm just gonna walk away. So that is the creations that me and Toa have made for the week. So next week's prompt challenge, same as the last week. The training ground prompts. It doesn't have to be art though. It could be something art. It could be something story. It could be something musical. It can be something animated. It could be. You could make a face in pudding that somehow expresses a pony living in an existential dread. Whatever you got. All we ask is for artistic expression in any form and following one of the prompts that should be given through Equestria Daily. So that's 7 different prompts. Well, I think 6 because I think tomorrow's going to be a fill-in day. But 6 different prompts that you can go through. And what's the protest initiative challenge? Or is Cole just here?
I don't know.
Cole
Oh, I think
come back.
BRB, Cole is dead, and so I wrote a funny thing.
Be right back. Cole is dead. Unfortunately,
Finally burnt out. Cole is now embers, descended to ash.
CMC, do you want to do a fill-in prompt? Oh God, did we lose CM2? CM2?
I think you might have.
Help!
Was I muted?
Yeah, there you are. There you are. Hey, CM2.
I have nothing planned. No. Brain. No. Brains? Do you have
brains?
I don't seem to have brains.
Brains.
Unfortunately, it's obvious I don't have any brains here.
That's gonna be a problem.
I got that song in my head.
No, not that song. No.
Yes, that song.
No, I'm just mean no.
Super glue?
All right, so no protest challenge then, or?
I have nothing. When Cole returns, he can give thoughts if he has any.
All right, so Cole will give a postponed protest.
A delayed protest.
Of course.
When it's given, it'll be put on the site.
Of course, if anybody wants to just draw art or write something or do anything for the sake of just creativity, that is also welcome as well. The prompt is just to give people kind of something to go forward if they need an incentive or just an idea to run with. But if you have your own creative juices flowing, don't let us stop you.
Okay, I have an idea if Cole doesn't have anything when he returns.
All right.
Mm.
Okay,
Yeah,
so let's see.
I just haven't been drawing anything because, well, I've been incredibly busy.
No, I think this has just been one of those weird weeks too for people. Kind of like a combination of busy.
It
and
should
not
slow
busy.
down now, but